All right, so this #1 welterweight contender has found his way back to a title fight. A lot of people didn't think he would get there, and he's made a career of proving doubters wrong.
You know, he carries a chip on his shoulder. You tell this man that he can't do something.
Right.
He will make it a point to get that done. He said from the moment he walked out the octagon last time and didn't win the belt, that I will be back. Many smirked at him. Many laughed. But his inner circle believed that it was only a matter of time before their guy got another chance, and when he got here, he would get the job done.
Now, some would argue he wasn't ready the first time around. I think that's probably a little bit too simplistic, but there's no denying. He has rounded out his game, he has evolved, he's maximized the developmental time, and a lot of people believe we will have a new champion by night's end. All right, the UFC Hall of Famer Khabib Nurmagomedov getting back on the proving ground here tonight. And a new look corner, is that Hasbulla there?
Yeah, I mean, Hasbulla is in the corner with Khabib. Khabib loves him. He's always talking about him. He spends time with him. But the one thing is, while Hasbulla is there, Khabib Nurmagomedov's approach will not change. This guy is an absolute grinder, man. He is just a dog. He will go forward, get in your face, hit him. You will not deter Khabib Nurmagomedov from accomplishing the ultimate goal, and that's keeping that 0 on the right side of his record.
And if you're Javier Mendez, you just got to make sure that you let Hasbulla get in there between rounds. Little guy's got a lot to say. Khabib Nurmagomedov. And he finds himself in another big spot here tonight. And now our tale of the tape for this welterweight championship fight. And now for the official introductions, the veteran voice of the Octagon is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Welterweight Championship of the World. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Shavkat Rakhmonov. And now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting the reigning, defending UFC welterweight champion of the world, Khabib the Eagle Nurmagomedov.
And there's Herb Dean. He will handle the action inside the octagon. All right, early round action here featuring the first Kazakh fighter to sign a contract with the UFC, Uzbekistan's Shavkat Rakhmonov. He's one of the best finishers in the sport. Knockout submissions, he's got them in spades. As far as this matchup was concerned, he said he's going to take what the opposition gives him. He's never in a huge rush, but more often than not, when you fight Rakhmonov, you end up getting finished. All right, the wrestler having little trouble engaging here in the clinch, and as you well know, he's got a lot of trips and takedowns from this very position.
Well, he manipulates you. He manipulates you from the underhook. He gets to the underhook, he starts to move you forward, backwards, he's tripping, he's foot sweeping you. He has so many different ways to get you to the ground that you can never really feel comfortable from this clinch position.
Oh, right hook attempt, no good. Oh, nice right hand from Khabib Nurmagomedov. DC, we talk so much about the wrestling and the
big double leg level change.
And now is where things could get really interesting. Just over 3 minutes to go in our first round.
Now he's going full mount.
All right, half guard now. Not a fighter you want in half guard against you. For the bottom fighter, what does he need to do?
He needs to secure his underhook. He's got to be fighting for underhook. One of the most key things you can do as a bottom fighter stuck in half guard is try to frame. You frame and push your opponent away from you. By pushing him away from you, he will then want to come back into you.
Right.
It's like when I push you back, you want to go forward. So as he comes forward, hand goes off the face, let it slip into an underhook, build up to your elbow, then go chase your single leg. This is high-level grappling, John, from a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt named Daniel Cormier.
Well, he's more than content to work off of his back, DC, where he has been a magician in his UFC career. Oh, he's got his back. Nice job by him there. He was being dominated and is able to reverse position. Well, very efficient and effective with the ground and pound strikes here. High-level work by Rakhmonov.
Oh, man, what a strike from the bottom.
And the referee brings the fight back to its feet. No surprise there. Needed to see more action. Under 20 seconds now to go. Horns out for the end of round one.
All right, take a seat, bud. Breathe. Deep breath in for me. All right, listen. I need you to go out there, and I want you to do more of that. Let's set up those takedowns.
All right, a lot of high-level striking action in that last round. Daniel, take us through it, if you will.
Tit for tat. Who has the best chin? It seemed as though they were looking for that answer. Both guys took risk. What a fantastic round.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Second round underway. All right, folks, here we go with our next round. And in terms of his output and his efficiency with his significant strikes in the previous round, you can argue that was the best 5-minute stretch of his UFC career.
Oh, absolutely the best 5 minutes he has ever had. He was in a zone. Everything he threw was just landing and landing with vicious intent. He's got to feel confident as he gets off the stool for the beginning of this round.
Well, Javier Mendez, Tony Johnson, all the guys at AKA, gotta like what they're seeing out of Khabib Nurmagomedov striking here early, DC. Both fighters starting to open up a little bit. Starting to do some really significant damage to the body here. Another strike lands there. Well done to catch the kick. We'll see what he can do. Throws a big right hand, but doesn't find its home. Well, his wrestling has been a great equalizer thus far in his UFC career and gets the single leg takedown.
And you know that it's his shot. Oh, floor attack. Yup. He's got the sub locked in.
Oh, he is out. How good is that?
That is phenomenal submission defense by this young man.
Oh, Shavkat Rakhmonov gets back up. Well, he's really starting to land a high number of strikes here in the second round. No denying that he has taken the message from his corner and picked up the pace here in round two. Nice combination on the feet and now works it to a takedown. Now potentially working on a submission instead.
Arms in deep.
Work, guys, come on.
Whoa! Submission defense, he gets out!
I mean, the calmness in that moment. It looked like the fight was over. He was able to clear his head, put the guy into the mount. Not a great position, but much better than getting his arm snapped in half from an armbar.
Continues to apply pressure here in half guard.
Now he's on top, exactly where he wanted to go. big action's got to wear on the gas tank of both guys.
20 seconds to go, round 2. Oh, he's setting up for a submission now. Oh, compromising spot here. Triangle choke is locked in.
How in the world did he escape that submission?
And the horn sounds on round 2.
Stop.
He really beat you up on that. But you have to defend yourself. Come on. I didn't come here to watch you lose. I want you to keep your hands up and be...
All right, we now take a look back at some of the highlights from that last round, DC. A lot for the replay guys to choose from.
I mean, these guys are going to be very busy trying to find what replay to show you guys. Lands on both sides of the octagon. Both guys fought great. What a phenomenal round.
All right, so there's the end of the round. You know, few things more exciting in mixed martial arts than a submission, and he nearly had one there.
He almost had it. He had it locked in. He thought the fight was over, but his opponent was able to escape. But the next time, if he goes back to that position, maybe he gets the finish he wants so bad.
Well, just as he did in the previous round, continuing to land a high number of strikes here, and he hasn't really showed any signs of slowing down. Scary, scary proposition for the opponent. He missed with that jab attack. Well, the most significant stat in this fight, and you can see it right there in plain sight, bottom of your screen, the body strikes. His opponent has had absolutely no answer. He hasn't lowered his guard with the elbow whatsoever, and I'm not sure how many strikes to the body he can take before he ends up crippling here. We'll see. Well, you start to really worry about the wrestling, and there's that left hand from Khabib.
Underrated. I mean, it's a very underrated part.
Picture-perfect shot there, DC, and one more of those, he might be out.
I mean, the fight is going to be over. I can't believe he's still standing. That shot landed perfect.
Just over 3 minutes to go in round 3. Stuffed the takedown, no problem.
Now some separation from his clinch position.
Oh, he continues to land a high number of strikes in this round. Really hasn't let up when it comes to his aggressiveness. Certainly have to be mindful that you don't gas out, but you gotta like the output on display here. Well, these gentlemen are absolutely going at it. Let's see who'll have the upper hand.
All right, take your time, relax, breathe, move and relax.
Nurmagomedov gets stunned there by that stiff jab. Well, he missed with that right hand. Now he gets a more dominant position with the underhand. Huge strike lands there, DC.
He landed that massive shot. So now he needs to try to find the next shot. That will finish the fight.
Finish with the kick.
Nurmagomedov's bleeding from the mouth, Daniel. Looks as though there's a...
Guillotine jump. That guillotine is tight. The guillotine looks like it's locked in. Right now, he's got to be patient. He's got to squeeze, but not too much. Good job by the champ there. Sliding back out.
Staying offensive off of his back as he lands a strike from the bottom position. All right, working inside the closed guard now. This is no safe place against this opponent.
There it is. Now he's going to the bottom.
20 seconds to go.
Scramble.
Well, the ground and pound is there once again. Strong work here by Nurmagomedov. That's 3 rounds. We're now headed to the championship rounds.
Take a deep breath, relax, get back and recover. You've been knocked down before, no big deal. You've trained for this. This is easy work. We expect it.
All right, big moment in that round, of course, the strike that caused the cut to the lip. Certainly it's not shades of Robbie Lawler nor Alistair Overeem, but the cut does bear watching as we move forward.
And it still hurts. I mean, it still hurts. Honestly, everything hurts in the octagon, and that shot looked like it hurt a ton. But what the story will be is that it opened up that cut on the lip. How does he avoid taking too much damage back to that spot? He's got to move his head off that center line as he's moving forward.
And there's only so much a cut man can do to stop bleeding in the mouth area, so we will continue to monitor that cut as this fight presses forward. All right, so here we go. You can huge connection by him there.
He needs to get on his bicycle, John. He needs to get into space so that he doesn't get finished. Oh, just opening up on him now. Oh, there we go. Nice shot there by the champ.
Oh, he's got the ground and pound going now. These ground strikes are starting to add up. Nurmagomedov's in half guard.
Getting them out here. Beautiful transition.
Nurmagomedov's back in full mount.
You have to be so well-rounded once you get to the top of these divisions. You cannot just be a knockout guy. You got to be able to change it up if you find yourself in this situation that he's in right now.
Under 3 minutes now to go in the round. Nurmagomedov's attempting a triangle here. Let's see if he can finish the deal. Oh, great submission defense. All right, he remains in pursuit of the submission, but the defense continues to hold up. I'm not sure he's going to be able to find a finisher.
And MMA today, guys are so well-rounded. They're so gifted. It's hard to just lock up a submission, but he continues to try. And in those efforts, he has given himself a chance to win this fight.
I've never been submitted.
You never have?
Nope.
Lucky guy. I have.
Well, as usual, suffocating work from the top here by Nurmagomedov.
Ref won't help you here. Just as the referee will never take a... Look at him, he's setting up the choke now. Look at that, he's setting it up.
Oh, looks like he's got the submission locked in. He's in real trouble. Oh, and now he gives up on the submission. All right, dominant position for him here, full mount. If you're the bottom fighter, better start moving those hips, DC.
Oh, you got to start moving those hips. What you should do initially, right, is start to push at the knees. Push at the hips.
Oh, damaging knee to the head. Best head kick you'll ever see.
You don't really stand after you take a head kick like this. That is such toughness to even be on his feet right now.
All right, there's the horn. What a round it was, DC. And, of course, the seminal moment, that big knockdown that nearly got his opponent out of there for good.
Almost finished the fight, but now he needs to reset, right? Don't rush. Go back out into the next round and just try to find that shot again. If he rushes, if he overexerts himself, he will run out of energy and put himself at risk of losing the fight.
All right, so a big round for him there, DC. We'll go back and look at some of the highlights. Big knockdown for him. We'll see if he can follow it up.
You could see that he was flowing. Everything was working in accordance to what he wanted it to be. And at the moment that it showed itself, the moment that the opportunity arrived, he jumped on it.
Trying to recover here. Oh, that'll do it. Shavkat Rakhmonov. Too good.
Oh, my goodness, what a fight.
So what a moment in this man's career. A huge finish in front of a capacity crowd. After party's gonna be on fire. How about it?
I mean, I'm just sitting here stunned because to watch a young athlete have a performance like this was really amazing. The finishing instincts, his ability to close the show, it was next level. It was amazing, John.
All right, here's Bruce Buffer now with the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean's called a stop to this contest at 12 seconds of round number 5. Declaring the winner by TKO and new undisputed UFC welterweight champion of the world, Shavkat Rakhmonov.
So there he is, the newly minted UFC welterweight champion. You had to look far and wide for people who were picking him in this spot tonight. As Dominic Cruz said, when you became the double champ, he got it done.
Not many people expected him to win. Those three guys that walked to the octagon with him were sure that he would win this fight. All you need is your army. You're the warriors on the front line. And that group of warriors knew that they could get the job done. They did, and now he's the UFC champion.